Right now, say I want Josh Taylor and get the Josh Taylor fight because he's A-grade. That's it. So anybody on that pipeline right now, that's a big deal.
I talked his ass with the same bit that James Tony can't even sign the contract.
Wow.
So I'm talking to Bobo on the phone like this. I got Zab on one phone, I got James on one.
He's gonna beat you. Everybody listen, he's gonna beat you. He's gonna beat you. Yo, welcome to Let's Talk Sports, y'all. Boxing Talks, what's up, man? Boxing to DC, what up? Did I send it to you? I got to make sure I got y'all in here. Boxing to DC, all my guys. How y'all been, man? How you been? What's going on? We got a lot of, wait a minute. I got to get my Boxing to DC guys in here. Make sure Boxing to DC is in here. What up? Talk to me today. We got a lot to get into. You know, Tank versus Jake Paul. I know y'all got a lot to say about that. Also, we got Jahmal Harvey from the DMV made his pro debut, first round knockout, made the guy quit. Shout out to Jahmal Harvey, Kim, Pops, Grandma, all y'all know it's nothing but love for y'all. Can't wait to see y'all too. Let's get into it, man. So Tank versus Jake Paul. Everybody, I've been getting so many DMs, so many messages. What do you think about the fight? What you think about the fight and all of that? So I'm gonna tell you the truth. I think the fight. And talk to me in the comment section. Can y'all hear me? Good? Let me know I'm communicating. I think it's a money grab. I think what we're headed for. A lot of boxing fans are upset. A lot of boxing fans are going off about a lot of things, but I think what we're headed for, y'all, it's a bunch of money grabs. See what I'm saying? We're heading for a bunch of money grabs, but I think that's what sports has become. I think that's what sports has turned into. It's not about, in every sport, it's not just boxing. Boxing is going to be on the forefront of it right now because boxing is the main one pushing it, but I think it started with boxing, but I think it's just expanded in all the sports. I think everything is not about being the best. It's not about legacy, and I'm not coming for Tank or nothing, man, because, honestly, if you ask anybody, if you had the opportunity to make probably $100 million, are you turning it down? That's the man side of it. Now, the legacy sport part of it is bad for boxing. It's bad for the sport because now we're inviting in people. You don't have to like, okay, what you want in any sport, you want people to earn their way up to a certain status, and then when they get to that status is when they get to the big money. So the biggest fight should bring you the biggest money. It shouldn't be, I'm just gonna fight a guy who has a humongous following and a lot of money, and that's how I got the bag. He already had the bag from his Ryan fight and some of his other fights, but still, this is what it's about. It's nothing more than money. People like, I'm intrigued by the fight. He might knock out Tank. Who cares? At this point, who cares? Who cares? If Tank knocks him out, he knocks Tank out. Who cares? At this point, I mean, it's a money fight. 9 times out of 10, a lot of people are going to watch. And us diehards, we're going to complain about it, but we're going to watch it because we watch boxing. We'll watch two deers fighting. Boxing is what we love. So we're going to watch it. But it's a tragedy to the sport because, one, many people want to see Tank fight some of these other guys. What up, man? What up, Cuzzo? What up, man? Hey, listen. All right, but let me, before I get back to the boxing, all right, because I already know a few of y'all guys are gonna have a lot to say. Yes, I was with a few Commanders players yesterday, Bobby Wagner and Jaden Daniels, JD5, man. I will say this to y'all, man. Fine young man. Y'all definitely got a great brother right there. However, I still wish y'all go 0-17. And y'all better win that game here on Christmas because I know what we're gonna do to you in Dallas before that. But other than that, let's get back to that. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, for those that if you ain't been following myself and my partner Brandon Stenard, we do be covering, the WNBA, a lot of live events. I ain't gonna lie to you, I got so much footage from so many events so I know sometimes some of the stuff you're gonna see me start posting, you're gonna be like, man, that's a little old, don't matter. I just got so much. What you talking about? I ain't no fan, bro. Like they you know what? They kept saying that yesterday. Oh man, you were so excited to meet James Daniels. Listen, man, I cover sports. I don't care who it is. I'm gonna do my job. My job is to cover the sport. He happened to be in the building, and I mean, I ain't gonna lie, these last 2 days been crazy. Like, cause we was in the tunnel with Jaden for like 30, 45 minutes. You know what I mean? Just back there chopping it up. I owe Bobby Wagner an apology because I was getting on Bobby Wagner for voting for Seattle. But I didn't know or forgot at the time that Bobby Wagner has part ownership of the Seattle Storm. And I owe him an apology for that because I was getting on his case. Like, bro, you here, you in the DMV now. I know Seattle your roots, but you in the DMV now. You can't be voting for Seattle, but since he part ownership, I get that. And for real, I've been an advocate for women's sports for so long, and to see somebody take their money and their energy to add to it, salute the son. Shout out to you, Bobby Wagner. You the youngest looking old dude I know, even though they kept calling me OG. Yeah, that can mess me up. Brandon, yeah, JD talking about, what's up, OG? Dang, man. I mean, I guess, well, yeah, it come with the territory. Back to boxing. So Tank moved on to Jake Paul, which leaves Lamont Roach without a dance partner. And I'm not even going to reveal who they said he might potentially fight, but I will say this. Lamont, the Tank fight, not gonna happen, right? The Shakur fight not gonna happen right now. Gary Russell Jr., Russ Lamont Roach, do it in the DMV. Give us one for the DMV. Lamont Roach Jr. versus Gary Russell Jr. You know what I mean? Let's get that. When y'all want that in the DMV? And then and also we can have Gary Antoine on the card. You know what I mean? And we can do a lot of things with that. Hopefully, we can get Gary Antoine on the card versus Richardson Hitchison. You know what I mean? He says, Tank done. I'll be honest with you. I think so. Because, see, after this fight with Jake Paul, right, they're going to get crazy pay-per-views. They're gonna get crazy money. The promotion is gonna be out of this world. They're gonna put together an event. It's gonna be a star-studded event, and they're gonna make a couple $100 million. All right, so now after this point, what really intrigues him? You know what I mean? I mean, clearly fighting the best competition or the competition is not something he's concerned with. And I'm not coming for his resume. I'm just saying clearly trying to do that is not what's on his agenda. You know what I mean? So once you get all this money, you get all of this status, now you clearly, because this fight is going to make him even bigger star. You know what I mean? It's going to be a bigger star because that's what Jake Paul brings to the table. Jake Paul brings all these eyes and ears, 30 million followers on social media, and you know what I'm saying? And then you bring in what Gervonta brings to the table. Yeah, it's crazy to think this, but ladies and gentlemen, I hate to be the downer of bad news, but Tank Davis versus Jake Paul is going to be a bigger fight, draw-wise, than Terrence Crawford versus Canelo. That's what we come to. I was never a big fan of that fight anyway. I'm not a fan of the going up multiple weight class thing and not doubting Terrence Crawford at all like that. I just wasn't a fan of this fight. I think it's a money grab. You know what I mean? Like, how hungry is Canelo? You know what I mean? I don't know. And I'm not saying that to say anything about Bud. Bud Crawford is a generational talent, one of the best. Do you think Lamar has him shook a little? No. I mean, no, because honestly, him and Lamont go back so many years. They sparred so many times. They've been in the amateurs against each other so many times. They're very familiar with one another. I think Tank was on his way out before he fought Lamont. I think that him and Lamont relationship was so good that he wanted to make sure Lamont got that bag and got on the big stage on his way out. I think that was a fight where he was looking out for his mans on the way out. You know what I'm saying? Like I was in Brooklyn. I was in Brooklyn with the Russell brothers for that fight, and I was covering a lot of the stuff in the fight. Like I said, I was right there in the mixture of it, and you could just tell. Like Tank was doing stuff he never did before. Like Tank normally comes in, do his weigh-in, do his press conference, and did. I mean, he sat down, man, doing interviews and taking questions for like 2 hours. He never does that. Never. You know what I'm saying? He never does that. You know what I mean? So I think the biggest issue with this is this, man. He came in the game with the money man, and the money man showed him how to get a bag. And now that he got the bag is it's hard to turn down. You know what I mean? It's hard to turn down. You know? Do you want to go out for legacy and please the fans who, let's be honest, Boston fans, I got to tell you the truth. You talking about them fans that as soon as you have a halfway regular performance, talking about you greasy, them fans that as soon as you lose a fight, they write you off. Them fans that as soon as you don't even look like you normally look, they already, you know what I mean? Them fans, they the most boxing fans are fickle. And the fighters see it. They see what you say about them on social media. They read about it. And what I tell people all the time, they watch more than you think. You know, that's why the guys that I be in some of these lives with in clubhouse rooms with, I be like, man, watch what you say, bro, because they actually see more than you think. You know what I mean? They may not look at it through their page, but they got ways of seeing what you say. And I've seen maybe not the fighter, but their entourages, man. Like they like you people fight, they'll be at the events and they run down on people. Hey man, what you was saying on social media? So man, listen, they see everything is what I'm saying. What up, man? Talk to me. And in other news outside of the Tank, it was being revealed that Canelo has been sparring with Jaron Boots Ennis. And it did look like my man Breadman and a few others from Terrence Crawford camp didn't take it well. He's still healthy. Why not go after another bag? He ain't getting any younger. That's facts. Now, listen, I ain't never gonna be in the business of telling people turn down 50 to $100 million. That's not the business I'm in. That's not the business I'm in. You know, but at the end of the day, right? I see so many great fighters and legends who still got that itch. Like for real, for real. Like when you be around these cats, man, they like some of the like the old fighters, they be like, bro, you not fighting tomorrow. But you would think they fighting tomorrow by the energy they got. You know what I'm saying? This is out of cold, controversy is pathetic. We got a point. You know what I mean? They be acting like, so what you do with your career is your career. Who is the tune-up? What is his name again? What you talking about, Charlie? What you talking about with Boots? Or who? Who's tune-up? Who's tune-up? You know what I'm saying? Talk to me, Charlie. Who we talking about? Who we talking about? They feel the way about Boots sparring with Canelo too. They feel the way about that. Yeah, Boots is sparring Canelo. Yeah, Boots is sparring Canelo. And Crawford can't feel the way about that. You know what I'm saying? They feel the way about that. Boots may end up with that Bud Crawford fight out the but they feel the way about that. How is that even an issue for some? The mind will always tell you could do it before the time is undefeated. Yeah. But see, now, like I said, with the stuff, with all the Jake Paul stuff happening, right? And all this type of stuff happening, you got the Terrence Crawford fight happening. So boxing is really a three-ring circus right now, for lack of a better word. Like it's going to be a minute before we actually sit down and have two mainstream fighters in the ring fighting each other in a meaningful fight because we got all this other stuff going on. I do not be surprised if you see Clarissa versus Layla. Because I seriously doubt if Layla can turn down $15, $20 million. A woman that ain't been in the ring for 18 years. But $15, $20 million is still $15, $20 million. You know what I'm saying? But this is Bud's last fight, right? Could be Bud's last fight, depending on what happened. You know what I mean? Once you get to when you're making the big money, and you walking in packed arenas, celebrities all over the place, it's like a narcotic. But can she beat her though? We can't act like Bud hasn't probably spawned war for this camp. That's true. I mean, listen, all I'm saying is, I'm not saying it's a big deal that he's fighting, that Canelo is sparring with Boots, but Crawford camp do feel away. They feel away about it. So, I mean, that's on them. You know what I mean? That's on them. You know what I'm saying? You know, they the ones saying that Boots must have had a price. I don't know what that means. Now back to you, Z. No, Layla can't be Clarissa. She ain't been in the ring 18 years. She can't be Clarissa. Not at all. Not at all. But I can't even say what I want to say, man, because see, here's the thing. Everybody knew I got, me and Clarissa cool. You know what I mean? I got nothing but love for her, man. You know, every time I see her, it's love and all that. And then, Layla Ali posted my daughter on her page. So I can't, I love Clarissa, but Layla, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, Layla can't, she can't come back. Nobody can do that. Not fight for 18 years. You know what I mean? I like the green fight for her. I mean, maybe I want that fight just so she can dust Shadeja off. Nothing against Shadeja, but just so, because they talking too much. Over on that side, they talking too much. You know what I'm saying? So I would love for her to fight Shadeja. You know what I mean? Just so they can get that off. But like I said, $15-20 million, they can change the landscape of women's sports, not just boxing. If Layla takes this fight, they can change the landscape of women's sports, not just boxing, women's sports. You know what I mean? That'll be the highest gate, the most money females have ever made in a fight. They're doing it on a big stage, something like Cowboy Stadium. I didn't say that. I'm not saying it just because of the Cowboys. I know how y'all think, but this is what they mentioned as a possible location. So, yeah, why not? I want to see that happen, even though I don't want to see Layla get beat up. I never want to see Layla get beat up or beat, but $15-20 million changing the landscape of women's boxing forever. And not just women's boxing, women's sports. See what I'm saying? And I'm going to tell all my WNBA girls, when that fight get made, y'all need to be in the building. I don't care if you on Rival. I don't care what y'all doing, where you in the off season. Make plans to be at this fight because it's something that can bring women's sports as a whole to a whole new level. Y'all need to be in the building. They need to see a united front amongst women in sports. Because they keep dividing and conquering y'all and lying to y'all. So if y'all can come together, especially for a big monumental event like that, crazy work. I'm definitely gonna make sure I tell all of them, be in the building. Be in the building for that. You know what I mean? But like I said, Lamont Roach versus Gary Russell Jr. needs to happen. Do it for the DMV. Do it for the DMV. Do it for the DMV. People are calling for it, and hopefully we can get Twan versus Hitchison on the card as well. Would you say if you're okay with her coming back from that long, you're okay with Ward coming back? Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, if I'm Layla, I will come back for that bag and I will tell her, make sure we put it in the contract. This is an exhibition and this fight don't count on my record. It's a real fight because we fighting, but it don't count on my record. Yeah. I'm not taking no L on my record. I ain't fought in 18 years. Come on, man. That a child could be born and went all the way through high school since the last time she fought. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. And you talking about fighting an active fighter, not just a fighter, an active fighter, a current world champion at the top of their game. You know what I'm saying? At the top of their game, a current world champion. You feel me? That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And tomorrow we'll be back with all the, the NFL talks, the NBA talks, the WNBA talks, and that kind of, stuff right there, But talk to me, boxing fans. What y'all want to talk about, man? We got a few more minutes. Talk to me. Chop it up with me, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm saying. 18 years, ain't been in the ring. You know what I mean? Shoot, 18 years ago. 18 years ago, that was 1997. What up, King? What up, champion? Appreciate you, all your support, all you do. Like I said, man, I got a lot of stuff. Like I said, after, probably the next few weeks, man, I'm just going to be dumping content. Because like I said, I've been running around doing so much because I'm still a full-time father and all that. So, still got a full-time job, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, man. What you got going on? Africa said he want Roach. He not trying to unify. See, this was crazy, right? Gary Antoine, on the same night of the Tank Roach fight, right? He go out there, he put on this magnificent performance, right? Now, everybody and their brother got something else going on in the division, and they trying to freeze my man out and push his fight dates back. You know what I mean? He wants to unify. He wants to unify. He wants Matias. He wants Teofimo. He wants Africa. Let's get it. You know what I mean? Let's get it. I told y'all what was going to happen, man. I told you, man, that division was going to go all over the place. It was going to go all over the place. Everybody that came to 140, they came up there and went everywhere but where the champions was at. Crazy work. Crazy work. Shout out to Gary Antoine Russell, man. Hoping we can get that thing, man. I mean, come on, Africa, man. You ain't fighting on Lamont Roach. You know what I mean? Lamont Roach, you need to fight Gary Russell Jr. That's simple. Nothing but love for y'all over there. But let's get this thing popping for the DMV. We can get a major fight here in the DMV. People will come see it. Gary looked amazing in his comeback fight. Looked sharp, looked crisp. Everything was on the button. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. You know what I mean? Stop saying you. No, man, I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that. Teofimo, wait a minute. Who was it the other day? Teofimo. Oh, Teofimo's supposed to be fighting Shakur sometime later on. Ortiz called him out Saturday night, though. All right. Whatever, that man. Whatever, man. Whatever, man. Y'all feel me? Man, it's been a minute since I chopped it up with y'all on the boxing tip, man. What's up? Shout out to all my boxing in the DC group, man. Y'all the best group on social media. I mean that by far. Y'all the best group on social. Besides my Clubhouse guys, I'm gonna give you that. The Clubhouse guys are great too. You know what I mean? So much came out of that group. You know, I know we get on there and get on each other's nerves and beat each other up, but so much has came out of that group. Shout out to my man, Coach Ron, who's been on here multiple times, man. He got his fight out there looking good, man. I was so psyched, man, when I seen when he was in the corner with Shakur, you know what I mean? I said, let's go, Ron. And then I seen him on the zone a week later, man. Shout out to my man, Coach Ron. I mean, he only got 2 losses, Loma and T.O. Who he call out? Let's be specific. Who did Ortiz call out? Be specific. You know what I mean? And he didn't, man. Who did Ortiz call out? Now Ortiz, he ain't gonna be in. Okay. All right, that's what's up. I tell y'all what. Sometime by the end of the week, I tell y'all his thoughts on it. Cause you know I'm about to y'all know as soon as I leave here, I'm about to head over there anyway. So I get an answer for y'all, and I find out what he feel about that. How I feel about Jermaine Ortiz? Maybe. Better than nothing. I want Matias. That's who I really want. I want Matias or Africa. That's who I want. I want Matias or Africa. That's the one I really want. You know what I mean? That's the one. Yeah, that'd be action packed. And I think we get both of them out of there. I think we get both of them out of there. We put on a clinic with Matias till we get him out of there. Okay? Yeah, that's what I want. That's what I want. I want Matias or Hitch. And then we figure it out. You know what I mean? Or maybe we can get both of them back to back. I got Teofimo leaving. He going to 147. You know what I mean? But with that being said, man, it's been real, y'all. I appreciate y'all for taking time out of your busy days and kicking it with me. I told y'all I wasn't going to be with y'all long. Like I said, I got a ton of content to drop. Ton of content. Please, if you have not done so, please like and subscribe to the Let's Talk Sports, y'all. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok. Come get at me, man. Look at the footage. I know y'all gonna see it right now. You're gonna see a whole lot of WNBA stuff because I'm covering it. I'm going to be covering some NFL events for the for the Commanders, but it's just a job. But yeah, we got a lot of content coming your way. We got a lot of stuff coming their way. We got a lot of up close and personal in the building interviews. You name it, you got it. We have it coming your way, man. So please lock in with us, man. Lock in with us. And we got a lot of new stuff that we're going to unveil, a lot of new stuff, products, alliances, man. So let's just stay with us over here. Let's Talk Sports, man. It's growing. And for those that have been riding with me all along, man, I appreciate you. Boxing the DC, appreciate you. All the people that have been supporting from day one, I appreciate you. And we got a lot more coming your way, man. So we out of here. Peace and God bless.